Hey, my name is Kenny Johnston. I'm a product leader here at GitLab, and I am also the moderator for the 14.2 retrospective. So I am going to do an overview of the summary that we're going to be walking through on Tuesday, September 7th. Let me share my screen. All right, so 14.2 retrospective. 14.2 was released on August 22nd, just a couple of weeks ago. Some of the highlights included Build Cloud for Mac OS, Markdown preview, an expansion of our Gitpod integration, and some new DevOps metrics to track your DevOps success. You can read more about it and follow this link to get the full release post that expands all the improvements that were added in 14.2. And congrats to the team for another great release. We're going to walk through praise, what went well, what went wrong, and what we can do to improve, and the discussion topics for the synchronous synchronous retrospective that we're going to be doing on Tuesday. So praise for the team, always great to see, awesome praise. So the shout outs came from groups across plan, database, ecosystem, create, package, verify, and secure. Thank you so much to all the team members for your hard work, and thank you to those who gave the praise as well. What went well? So some of the highlights from 14.2 that went well were we saw improvements to the release process in package. We saw improvement in how we're progressing on our primary key migration in the database team. And we saw some issue cleanup happening before we were moving a category, specifically code quality between verify and secure. All great accomplishments. And there are a whole series of lists beyond just those highlights that I would encourage you to check out. What went wrong? So a couple of things that I wanted to highlight were that in the course of the 14.2 release, many teams shifted to focus on reliability and scalability, which is something that's important for our company to do, but that left some work in progress and impacted some of the work in progress that maybe didn't get completed. And then we also saw some scheduling of work that was difficult to prioritize, it was difficult to parallelize in the product intelligence team, and that blocked some team members from being able to move forward, and they ended up having to pick up other work instead. So again, a larger list of things that went wrong. Those are just the highlights. What we can improve. So these are some of the things that team members identified as improvements that they'll be working on in the coming releases. The ones that I wanted to highlight is that we're going to be automating the release process for GitLab pages. We're going to be automating how we get announcements about tools that we integrate with. This was specifically about Atlassian, so that we can stay abreast of changes that might impact our integrations. And then we're going to be integrating quality and SCTs earlier in milestone planning, now specifically in the pipeline authoring group. So that was the summary. I want to highlight, if you would like to join our retrospective discussion, it's on Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Pacific, or sorry, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. You can watch it live on YouTube at youtube.com/GitLab. The topics that we're going to be discussing are both actually about community contributions. One is about community contribution that came in that maybe added some more technical debt. And what do we do? What is our approach when we want to enable team members to contribute, but perhaps we also are more aware of other parts of the product that it might be adding technical debt to. And then another one about how to just stay on top of community contributions as they come in. How do we integrate the community contribution process into team workflow? And I wanted to have a discussion about how other teams are doing that. So those are the topics. Here's the links to all the other documents. I look forward to the 14.2 retrospective discussion on Tuesday with y'all. Thanks, take care.